Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are featuring the Behringer Wing Compact, brand new console from Behringer. We saw the console being used in a pro venue environment. So right now my dingbat scene is loaded right here. But now we are going to use this if you are a band, and I have a band right here, and you want to use this console to record your practice sessions in multi-track form to be able to mix later and, hell, maybe even save you some money without going to a studio. Now, the band featured, I cannot do this alone, guys. We have my guy, Zaki Ali, over here. He's playing guitar. We have Greg Talfayan on the drums, and we have the artist known as Devor on bass. This is the Zaki Ali Band. You guys have seen these guys perform a few times on the stream, and you guys seem to really like their music. It's good that you do, because these guys are probably some of the best musicians I've ever mixed at Dingbats. But here we are, guys. We are going to set this up as a from-scratch session where we get to plug in everything locally into the board back here. And for those of you who are not aware, the Behringer Wing Compact, unlike the full-size Wing, has 24 dedicated local inputs and 8 outs versus, thank you for the spare light, versus the full-size Wing console having only 8 local inputs and 8 out. This has a much better local capabilities for situations just like this, and we are going to be recording everything to this SD card here. So first things first, guys, if you want to set this console up to have basically a brand new session, you first go to the setup menu and you click initialize console, and basically if you select everything, it's going to reset the console as factory fresh. So when you get the console, you will get this exactly like this is right now. So this is essentially a clean slate where we can build our mix off of that. And now I think it is time to get inputs in here. So if we want to start getting inputs plugged into here, what drum inputs are we going to be having tonight?
We could do kick, we could do snare top, snare bottom.
Okay.
Tom 1, 2, 3, overhead left, overhead right.
So we have kick, snare top, snare bottom. How many tom mics we got? 3. T1, T2, T3, and overhead left drummer perspective, and overhead right drummer perspective. And then from there I'll put bass, and then I'll do tracks.
Stereo for tracks, so left and right, and then
Tracks L, tracks right, and then guitar. And these guys are an instrumental band. There are no vocals in this band, but they will certainly make up for not having a vocalist with how awesome their sound is going to be. And perfect, we are using 12 inputs, so I only need to worry about the first channel, the first batch of channels right here. I'm going to have my whole band right here. So let's get these guys some icons. Let's have all my drums be blue. Bass, I always use yellow. Tracks, let's go purple. And then guitar, let's have green. Alright guys, so now that we have everything labeled the way I wanted, we are going to go now and activate the channels that need phantom power. And to do that, we have overhead left and overhead right. These are small diaphragm condenser microphones, so we need to activate phantom power. And to do that, you go to the home tab and just hold down the +48 and give it a second to activate. And here we are now with phantom power. Alright guys, so now that we are getting everything hooked up here, and I cleared space on my SD card to record this session, now we got to make sure that the SD card records everything that we're going to do in multi-track form. So what I like to do when I record in situations like this is I like to record everything from the preamp to the source. I don't want to have any channel processing recorded to the multi-tracks because I don't want to print anything so it's final in case, oh my god, the compressor settings were wrong. There's nothing we can do to fix it. Once it's printed, it's printed. I don't want that. So I want everything basically to come after this input right here, which is the input gain and the preamp. So a lot of you are going to be asking what the preamps are like. These are the same exact preamps that are on the full-size Wing console, which, if memory serves, is the Midas Pro preamps. So now that we have everything labeled, Zachy is hooking up the cables to the console. What we're going to do is make sure that the SD card hooked in the back is going to record everything in multitrack form, like I said. So to do that, we're going to go to routing, we're going to go to outputs, and we're going to go to Wing Live Record. That is the SD card at +1 auto, and make sure that the green is unlocked. So now, I now have to make sure that if I want to select what is input number 1 on the SD card, let's go to local in, because that's the source I want, and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So now, channels 1 through 12 on the SD card are going to reflect channels 1 through 12 on here. But the way that this console is laid out, if I want to, let's say, have channel 15 be a AES cable, like let's say I want to have something from my stage box, I could just go to A5, for example, and I could just select whatever I want. Software patching in this is fantastic. This is a different console to get used to if you're used to the Allen Heath system, or even if you're used to the X32. This is way more customizable, and there is a learning curve to get used to this console, but once you get used to it, I don't think I can go back. So now that we have everything set up, let's hit unlock. Let's hit lock, actually. All right, give me a kick drum. Give me snare. Whew. That's good. Tom 1. Tom 2. Tom 3. All right, give me a little bit of everything. All right, everything's coming in nice and even with the levels. Tracks are good. We'll just need Devor's bass and Zach's guitar. Devor, if your bass is hooked up, let's hear that.
Turn me up to 1 o'clock, master.
You still getting something?
I'm not getting anything.
Okay, so it's post. Hold on, I can just unplug it. This amp can do that.
Yeah, unplug it from the cab, and now let's hear it.
Just put it on standby, give me a second to...
Because shit, if we could go direct with everything, that would be pretty rad. Got it.
You good? You got some more room?
Yeah, I got it.
You need some more, or you got...
Oh, no, that's plenty, what you're giving me. Cool.
Nice.
All right, if everyone's good with that, if everyone can hear okay, let's run through an actual song now. Oh, by the way, Zach, what microphones were used on this? Because people are going to inevitably ask.
Yes, we have a... so the kick drum is a Shure... what is it? The SM9092, the kick mic. This one. Let me just clarify certain numbers. A Beta 52A.
Beta 52A for the kick.
Yeah, the snare top is a SM57. Standard SM57. Snare bottom, however, is a Beta 57.
Beta 57.
A little bit brighter. Sounds really nice for snare top. And around all the toms, they got Audix D6s.
Overheads we don't need noise gates on.
And then
Bass.
left overhead writer, Neumann KM184s.
There we go, guys. There's the mic input. Okay, so I got the noise gates on the drums. Let's get a rough mix going. Let's first off start this session again.
Alright, cool. It's a whole DAW on there.
Let's pan these overheads left, right. Let's get the left tom a little bit that way. Bass. All right, that's completely raw, just rough mixed from the sounds of the preamps. And what are these monitors that we're listening on
We're
from this?
listening through Vocal Shape Twins, and then we have it plugged into an RME interface. But I'm not running it. I'm just running a line in, not to pre-use again, obviously. So, yeah.
Lead guitar. Oh, by the way, what is your amp and what are you playing on?
So I'm playing,
Instrument, pickups, and amp, because I know there's going to be comments that say that.
Yeah, we're running through the LTD JRV8. This is a Javier Reyes signature model, 8-string. Beautiful instrument. Did a great job. And we're running it through the PV Invective 120. And I'll go over the settings. So actually, on the back, there's a cab emulated line out XLR, which is all I'm feeding you. We didn't even mic
the cab. It went DI from that. And real quick, what's the bass?
Is a PV Mini Mega.
Okay. And Devor, what's your instrument? What's
Dean Edge 5-string with EMG pickups. I forget the exact model of the pickups.
And you could pause right here, right now, to look at his pedal board. Okay, I'm going to assume you paused and looked at it.
So let's see what happens.
All right, let's go through Zach's guitar. I mean, he has his tone perfectly dialed in, so we just need to clean this up with a touch of EQ, and that's it. So for that, I'm going to use just this basic Wayne EQ and just cut out a little bit, clean it up here and there, and let this be essentially the lead vocal to sing. Yeah, this is sounding clean. Like there isn't a single like harsh high end coming out of there. I'm really impressed with how that sounds. And that's it. For the chunks, I'm gonna put on the LA2A emulator. Start this over again when you're chunking. Just kissing it. All right, and that is it for that. So now let's bring in everything. This is missing a little bit of glue, so now for the whole master bus now, what we're going to put on is the SSL bus compressor emulation. So we're just going to glue all this together and see how that sounds like.
Just on these two bands. Everything else could be off.
Yeah.
Really is different.
Right here? There it is.
Yep, the low end, yep. Yeah. Really separate bass and 8th string. I'm tricked with 8th string. I was gonna say on the overheads, I know you got some EQ going on, but I was gonna suggest maybe throwing on the Multitrack emulator EQ. I saw it before.
Even
That with Pulsar. Yep. So now.
All right, I'm going to listen to you now with this. Like, how would you mix it?
This is, dude, you gotta know about this.
Yeah.
It's like one of the coolest things. So you got high frequency is what you select. Okay.
The frequency is, so that's 10K, 12K, 16K?
Right. But high frequency attenuation is how much. So the real version of this EQ is very interesting in the fact that it's the only EQ that uses a capacitor to attenuate frequencies while you can boost them at the same time. So if the highs might have a little bit of harshness, you choose your frequency. 10 is actually pretty good, but if you turn up,
the attenuation.
It should. Oh no, that's high frequency boost. So you could actually see how it kind of tames some of that sharpness. And of course, I'm sure the Q is all the way thin right now, so we could widen that.
Let's see, wing EQ, let's turn off. Yeah, the high cut's not on, so.
I mean, you can keep it on that one too. High width. Okay, so that's like middle. We could just, yeah, I'd say like maybe 2 o'clock or something. Yeah, just tame some of that. I mean, you could probably go to like 5, 6 o'clock. Oh, on the, well, I meant, like,
Straight up?
1 o'clock, yeah. But then, while you're attenuating that frequency, you also boost, high boost. So, okay, right now you're boosting at 10, you're attenuating at 20. So we could turn that up to 12. And then turn this one down to 10. Okay, now you could turn the high attenuation down a little bit. There you go, that's really acting on some of that harsh movement.
There you go.
I mean, now it's like choking out some of it, but maybe just a
So,
little less high attenuation.
Bring it on 12.
Just to the point where that sharpness is like tame, you know?
Right there, then.
Man,
Like right at the
if
first
you ever
dot.
listen to like a real version of one of these, it's like
It's insane.
mind-blowing how it sounds. Yeah, it's like one of the, like on vocals, on everything. It's a great bus processing unit for whatever. Precision tool also, you know? Like, also a classic trick on this with the lows. I mean, it wouldn't make sense on the overheads, but on like drum bus or something with the lows, you can boost and attenuate the low mids a little bit, and it just tightens it up.
Well, with this, with how many effect slots we have, I can literally create a drum bus and put effects on it.
It's crazy how much versatility there is. Man.
And each bus has its own channel strip too over here. So like this is a drum reverb right now. I can select like this and be a drum bus, where this would just be bust as all the drums at once.
Those overheads sound way cleaner though. Like
Yeah, they do. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Reverb.
Well, I did set this up for a live setting, how I would do it live, but
This is gonna be the night, by the way.
oh yeah, I think this is a great starting point for this.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, that was awesome.
This is a fantastic starting point for this.
On this thing, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I'm starving too. Let's you know what? Fuck it. Let's save this as a scene. I didn't go over that in this video yet. So in order to save this as a scene, as you would on the X32, they're actually called snapshots on this. So you go to library. So as you can see here, I have my Dingbats settings right here, my Bats main. So for this, we have a different project. So let's go to save snapshot, Zaki Ali Studio. Save. And now it's saved as a snapshot. So anytime I come back, and these exact settings will be here, mix template.